Good morning, and thank you to everybody for being here. All of our distinguished guests, Heather's family, and of course to Heather herself for the fine work she did. On April 1st of 2015, that afternoon, Heather was awarded her blue ribbon for our program's Bridge program. What that entails is she's committed to taking on extra assignments and tasks as an EMT student on her way to becoming a paramedic student. That afternoon, we spoke of what that commitment means, not only to these individuals that have taken on the Bridge program, but how their commitment to what they're doing extends far and beyond themselves to the lives that they'll touch in this career of EMS and fire. Little did Heather know, or the rest of us, that she would extend that commitment to a young life that night. That evening, while enjoying some time with her family at the Peppermill Resort, a young boy, while they were out at the pool, was playing in the pool with other kids and drowned. He was 8 years old. He is 8 years old. Heather went into the pool with some others, pulled the young man out, performed CPR and mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and saved his life. By the time he arrived at the hospital, the paramedics who transported the young man tell me that he was awake and speaking and complaining of difficulty breathing. So for a young woman in our EMS program that's just a little over halfway through that program, and yet a while to go in EMS to become a paramedic, that's a pretty phenomenal accomplishment. So she really lived what her commitment means and extended that commitment to another person's life. So I would like to thank her for her great efforts, her classmates, her instructors who have helped her to get to this point. And at this point, if we can give her some applause. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you our TMCC President, Dr. Maria Sheehan.
Well, thank you so much, Daryl. Thank you all for being here. This is a special acknowledgement, a special day for us. We have many members of our administrative staff because this is an important moment for us to acknowledge. I am pleased to recognize you, Heather, as one of TMCC's outstanding emergency medical students. What an incredible story. We're so proud to have you in the EMS program. And you are, I know, at the beginning of the program, but it'll go quickly, you'll see. TMCC has been long committed to serving our community by educating emergency medical professionals. In fact, there are 160 TMCC students trained in these fields each year. Many go on to become advanced EMTs and paramedics. The program is rigorous, and Heather, you know that, right? With phases of instruction in the classroom and in the hospital setting and in the field. At a time when community colleges are cutting back, TMCC invested in a wonderful leader, so thank you, Daryl, and 2 great new full-time instructors, because we believe that this program should be sustained. And now we see what the result can be. Students also complete community engagement projects, such as getting to know the community better. And for example, last year students donated iPods to the local elder care facilities. What a wonderful thing to do. And I understand that some of Heather's instructors and classmates are with us today, so thank you. How about a round of applause for the great instructors and the community's up-and-coming emergency professionals. Well, I want to keep these remarks brief because I want to get to the real reason that we are here, the absolutely wonderful acknowledgement. I'm so pleased to have our Reno Fire Chief, Michael Hernandez, to be here with us and to go on with the celebration of the special acknowledgement we're here today for. And the Chief also is a member of our new governance structure, the Institutional Advisory Council. So we thank you for your service to TMCC, and we thank you for being here today. Chief.
Good morning. What a great morning it is. I'd like to recognize some of the chief officers from the Chief Officer Corps from the Reno Fire Department there, and usually the gentleman in the white shirt you see here. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not recognize Councilmember Paul McKenzie. from this ward. Councilmember McKenzie's a strong advocate and a supporter of public safety. Today we're here to recognize someone who did something extraordinary. Something we all have in common in our lives, and that's to actually touch someone's life and make a difference. Heather Fisher did just that. You see, we all have a common purpose. Whether you're here as a student, as an elected official, as a member of a fire response organization or any first response organization, we all have the same desire, and that's to better ourselves as individuals and to truly make a difference in our own personal lives, but just as importantly, the lives of others. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'd like for you to raise your hand as high as you can. Go ahead, raise your hand as high as you can. As high as you can. Okay, put your hands down. Why didn't you raise them as high as you could the first time? You see, that gap is called a potential gap. Where you raised your hand the first time is what you can do. Where you raised your hand the second time is what you have the potential to do. And that's a scary place. Because it challenges us to do something that we may not normally be comfortable with. And on April 1st, Heather Fisher reached past her comfort zone and demonstrated what she and each of you have the potential to do. She touched and saved a life of another. Truckee Meadows Community College is doing something extraordinary. And that is that they are shaping the lives of individuals that will touch thousands of others for generations to come. Truckee Meadows Community College is preparing you to reach your potential, not just in what you can do, but more importantly, what you are capable of doing. You will leave a legacy, as Heather today is leaving a legacy. As such, it is my honor to recognize Heather Fisher on behalf of the City of Reno and the men and women of the Reno Fire Department with the Fire Chief's Lifesaving Award of Commendation. Heather, will you please join me to my right, please? Chief Cleveland, Councilmember McKenzie, Dr. Sheehan, will you join me to my left? On the evening of Wednesday, April the 1st, Miss Fisher saved an 8-year-old boy from drowning in the pool of the Peppermill Resort and Casino by pulling his unconscious body from the water and resuscitating him. She performed chest compressions and, once the child regained consciousness, stayed with him until Reno Fire Department Engine 3 and later REMSA arrived. Her decisive actions and training on that day proved instrumental in changing what would have been a tragedy into a life-saving event. Heather went beyond what she had to do and demonstrated what she has the potential to do. Earlier that day, as mentioned earlier, Ms. Fisher was awarded the Blue Level in the Emergency Medical Services Bridge Program, which signified an accomplishment of additional tasks and studies over and above what is required for class. She is an EMT-Basic student and is studying to be a paramedic. It should also be noted that this program, the Truckee Meadows Community College Paramedic Program, is accredited by the Commission on Accreditation of Allied Health Programs upon the recommendation of the Committee on Accreditation of Educational Programs for Emergency Medical Services Professions. Where's this Fisher family? Mom and Dad, can you join me on this side, please? Heather Fisher, it is my honor to present you with the City of Reno Fire Department's Chief's Life-Saving Award for your actions on that April day in saving the life of that young man. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, sir. Thank you all for coming. This is what I have. I don't have something fancy. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored that all of you showed up. More importantly, I'm happy that the outcome was what it was. I'm proud to be an EMT technician with TMCC, and I look forward to continuing my school and inevitably my career. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and thank you for this recognition.
Why don't you walk this way and shake everybody's hands? For closing remarks, Chief Cleveland.
Chief Hernandez, Reno firefighters, thank you very much for recognizing Heather's work on that April evening. And thank you all for being here to recognize Heather and her classmates and her instructors with us. It's a team effort in EMS. Nobody plays this game by themselves. And so with that, this concludes our presentation, and thank you for being here today.